In today's video, we're going to be making a crocheted sphere. You would use these a lot for your amigurumi dolls. It's really one of the main things that you're going to want to learn if you're just starting amigurumi. You will use this in most patterns. I will be making a series of these videos on different shapes that you would use for amigurumi. So if you would hit subscribe and also hit the little bell, that will let you know as soon as a new video is up. And of course, give this video a thumbs up. That would be great. Let's get started. Okay, for supplies, you're going to need your hook, your yarn. I'm using green today. You're going to want a yarn needle for the end to weave in your ends. A stitch counter. We will be working in the round, so we won't be joining rounds on this. This is very helpful for keeping track of where your round ends. And then you're going to want some fiber fill to stuff your sphere when you're finished. Okay. To start off, we are going to make a magic ring. If you do not know how to do this, I will put a link down in the descriptions to a video on how to make a magic ring. This is something that you'll definitely want to practice. You'll use it a lot for making dolls and whatever you want to make. Okay, once we have our ring made, we're going to crochet 6 inside of the ring. Now each pattern is different, so it might be a different number for each pattern. I typically start with 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we're going to pull our string. Okay, so that's round 1, and I put my stitch counter in the last stitch of each round. Okay, so for round 2, we're going to increase in each stitch around. So we're going to put 2 single crochet in every stitch. So at the end of that round, you'll have 12 stitches made. Okay, so in this first stitch, we put 1, 2 single crochet into that one stitch. Then we move to the next stitch, and then we put 2 in that stitch. And you're going to keep doing that until you get back to the beginning. And 11, 12. Okay, replace your stitch marker. Alright, so we have 2 rounds made. So for round 3, we are going to increase by 6. Every round we're going up 6 stitches. So in this round we're going to start the first stitch, we're only going to put 1 single crochet. The next stitch we will increase. 1 single crochet, increase, and we'll repeat that pattern all the way around. So 1, increase, 1, in 1, increase, 1, increase, 1, increase, pull that out, and the last 2, 1, increase. Okay, for round 4, we are going to do 2 single crochet, increase, 2, and then increase. Same pattern all the way around. So 1, 2, increase, 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 1, 2, increase. Okay, now we are finished increasing on this sphere that we're making. So the next 5 rounds, we're just going to single crochet in each stitch around. You're just putting 1 in each stitch. I'm going to speed up the video at this point to the end, so make 5 of these rounds of single crochet, and then we'll meet back together when you get that finished. Okay, we now have our 5 rounds made. I just tuck the little tail in the center there. I just tuck it inside. We're going to fill that in a minute anyway. Alright, we are now going to start our decrease rounds. So we stopped our increase when we did 2 increase around. So now we're going to make 2 single crochet, and then we're going to decrease. So put 2 single crochet in the first 2 stitches. And then to decrease, we're going to go into the next stitch, pull our yarn through. Okay, do not pull the yarn through those 2 yet. We're going to go into the next stitch, pull your yarn through. You're going to have 3 loops on your hook now. Now you'll yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. So we just turned 2 stitches into 1. So 2 single crochet, 1, 2, and then decrease. And you'll just continue that pattern all the way around. 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, decrease. Alright, so the next round is the same thing. We're just doing 1 single crochet and then decrease in the next 2. So single crochet in the first stitch, decrease over the next 2. 1 single crochet and then decrease. And just continue that around. going to stuff our sphere with fiber fill. Okay, so you're going to want to stuff it pretty firmly. If you do it too loose, then it doesn't hold its shape. So you really got to stuff it in there. Make sure it's all filled in evenly. And you can definitely get more in there than you think you can. Okay, I think that's good. Put your stitch marker back in. And we are on our last round. So in this one, we're just going to decrease the round, and you're going to do this 6 times. So we'll be back to our original 6 stitches. So decrease in the first 2, and then same thing in the next 2. Decrease 6 times around. Okay, so we've decreased 6 times around. The last thing we're going to do. Okay, so we finished our 6 decreases. Now the last thing we're going to want to do is to make a slip stitch in the next stitch over. So you just pull your yarn through, and then you just continue to pull it through that one loop. And that will finish it off. Okay, and then you're going to cut a little bit of a tail on your yarn. And then you'll pull that tail through your loop. That just ties it off. Now, we do have an opening at the bottom of our sphere. So grab your needle, and we're just going to weave it through the stitches in that last round we made to just close it off. So I just kind of crisscross weave that way. There's a couple different ways you can do this, but this is how I do it. Just keep doing that until that opening is completely closed. And then you're going to want to just kind of weave your yarn through your piece several times. It just really helps to secure it so it doesn't come apart. We definitely don't want it to come apart. And then you just cut your yarn, and you have a sphere. So, like I said before, I will be doing several more videos on different shapes that you can use to make your amigurumi dolls. Also, I have a new website. It is cipinspirations.com if you want to go check that out. I have free patterns on there, as well as my paid patterns, and a few blog entries that you can read on there. If you want to check that out, the link is in the description below. I just want to say thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot on how to make a sphere. Again, if you want to hit subscribe, that will help you to find any new videos that I put up, and I will be putting some free pattern videos up here shortly. See you later. Bye.